If you like anime, you like Toriyama. You might not like Dragon Ball, but was Goku flying high that made Naruto and Ichigo run their way? You shout Lay Gun with an echo of Kamehameha, and the same goes for Ensatsu Kokuryu-ha. Toriyama Kaio-sama, Toriyama-sensei, a new guiding star. Hi, I'm Kurama, and welcome to krmcast. Today is a sad episode. Not sad, but the circumstance that made this episode is a bit sad. We as anime fans, we lost the northern star of our community, the master Akira Toriyama. And you might ask me, Kurama, why this guy that I never heard about is so big? Like me, if you grew up in the 90s, even more, if you grew up in the 90s, in Brazil, you know this name. And he was still, it's sad to say was, but he was the greatest. So great, but so great that he had museums, statues. His characters have a holiday. Patrick is here with me today. Patrick, do you know that May 9 is Goku Day? Just because the pronunciation of May 9 is Goku?
No, I never knew.
Yeah, he has a whole day for Goku because that's how big he was. You know how people say, oh, I don't like Dragon Ball, I prefer Naruto, Naruto is better. Or I don't like Dragon Ball, it's too cringe. But then the person is watching Hunter x Hunter or watch any other anime that has tournaments. All came from Toriyama. All came from Dragon Ball Z. Actually, from Dragon Ball. But he wasn't always like that. Like you, like me, he started somewhere. He had a job in advertising, which he hates. And listen to this. The reason why he hates this advertising job is because he had to dress up too fancy and wear social shoes. That's the guy that has the imagination, the creativity to create not only Dragon Ball. Okay, we talk a lot about Dragon Ball, but that guy made so much work. But today we're going to focus here on Dragon Ball because this is my goodbye to Toriyama. Later on this year, I'll have an episode on mangakas and the whole industry, and then we're going to go in other works of Master Toriyama. But I want to start with a few fun facts about Toriyama. And this one, Patrick-san, looks a lot like you. So he started making cartoons of his friends. He would look at friends and be like, oh, wait here, I'm gonna draw you. And he'll make a cartoon of that friend. A very good one for a child in primary school.
And I remember a lot of moments that we also had the same thing of drawing each other and having our moments like just between us. I remember these moments that we had.
Yeah, and it is a very cool moment, you know. I remember a few other guys from high school that we're not in touch anymore, making cartoons, like making some drawings, and they always would make either a Goku or Vegeta. We, like, as a kid, same age as that guy when he was drawing horses and his friends, we as kids was making drawing of his characters. This is so, it's bizarre, like, the guy's too big.
It's over 9,000!
He took his inspiration from Walt Disney. He once said that 101 Dalmatians was his favorite movie to get some reference. And you can see in his first job, the name of this manga is so funny, A Wayward World, you can see how much he loved Western culture. I don't know if you guys ever saw A Wayward World, but it's AWAWA. Check the main character. It's Astro Boy and Superman put the potato earrings and made a fusion. It's if like Superman and Astro Boy have a baby. Very weird, but that's how much he would take his inspiration for Western society, for Western culture, which made his work so rich. He changed the industry. He was a genius. You might think that, okay, he started drawing his friends, make some horses cartoon. You imagine that guy left high school, mangaka, know what you're doing, you know, Goku, Kamehameha, all those things. But actually, no. He did have a long career in school, in high school. He was the president of his school manga club. And it's funny because he was the president of the manga club. but he would not read much. He would prefer movies and TV, especially Jack Chan movies. He was a big fan. But it's that time that he spent as the manga club, at the manga club as the president, that he started to get like those knowledge that will make him the best. Kind of pencil to use when you draw a manga, what's important. All the process came from high school. Then he left, did some advertised jobbing, and he was like, no, this is not for me. I quit. And you might think, he quit, and then he started to be a mangaka? No. He spent a full year reading comics. A full year. He'll go to this coffee place, and he'll smoke some cigarettes and read some comics. He only made the first move to go to the manga industry because he was out of money to buy cigarettes. Tell me if that's not the type of guy that you need to have as an idol. I'm out of money for cigarettes. Let's go make some history here.
Not only he was the person that literally brought back the manga to the mainstream, but he also was the guy that made manga so popular among the non-teenage and child people that today most of the people that watches and reads his mangas are adults. Most of the people doesn't know. They only know the legend guy that created Dragon Ball. But he's way more than that, and we're going to really miss him.
You know the stereotype of the dumb main character. You know that main character like Naruto is fucking dumb, but is strong, how can I say, it trains a lot. We have that on Ichigo as well. Yusuke, Urameshi Yusuke. All those characters is Goku, because it's very charismatic. Try to imagine if Dragon Ball has as a main character Vegeta. Who would identify? Who would be like, you know what, this guy here is my hero? No, Vegeta is the perfect balance as a anti-hero, as a villain, an anti-hero, because Goku is the dumb main character. Imagine you never heard about Dragon Ball. You don't know enough about Dragon Ball, alright? But I'm gonna come to you and be like, Patrick, you need to watch this thing. It has a treasure hunter, magic items that if you get all together, you're gonna grant a wish. It has action, comedy, drama, martial arts, superpower. This character turns into a gigantic monster without realizing. What you tell me? Would you watch the show?
I would say without knowing, I wouldn't watch it.
What? You're gonna have all those animes back in the 2000s and 2009, 2010s. Try to do that. Try to mix so many stuff. Think it'll be great. I can continue here and tell how amazing he was and all his good deeds, but actually, I want to talk about how he influenced my life since I was very young. Very, very young. So Dragon Ball Z was on Brazilian television around 2000s, 2001. On the Android saga, we have the Androids 19 and 20. For years, the number 19 was my least favorite number. If anyone would tell me that 19 was the favorite number, I don't trust you. And all of that is because Android 17 was my favorite character. That whole year, I will not even say the number 19. I'll not even say the word 19 or 20 for how much I hate those two androids and I love 17. And it's because of Android 17 that I bought my first Converse. It starts...
Absolutely. You never left it. I never saw you a day without covers. Even at home, I believe you used covers.
No, yeah, like until this day. Another thing I did, I'm very proud to say that I helped Goku with the Genkidama. In the first time that the episode was aired in Brazil, I was there in front of the TV with my arm up and saying, "Here, Goku, take my energy." And after Goku won that battle, you think that Brazil just won the football championship. I was celebrating like my whole life depend on Goku winning the fight against Kid Buu. That's how much thrilled I'll be in front of the TV watching Dragon Ball.
And do you remember the day that we had 2001? I'm not sure.
The 9/11.
It was exactly the past 9/11. Thanks. The 9/11 happens in Brazil.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It was a day and the
No, wait.
hour as
Actually,
Dragon
sorry,
Ball.
Patrick. 9/11 did happen in the United States.
In
It's just because you
Brazil,
say the nine.
it
No, it's
was the
because you say
best.
the 9/11 happened in. You say the 9/11 happened in Brazil.
Oh, sorry. When we watched the 9/11 in Brazil, it was the exact time that was supposed to pass Dragon Ball. And I pretty much remember many people on their ears that came telling, oh, they never passed the Dragon Ball episode after 9/11. And they remembered it was Dragon Ball, not because of the day, but because they didn't pass the episode of Dragon Ball.
We have this huge Mandela effect. Like, it's the biggest Mandela effect in Brazil. If you don't know what Mandela effect is, just a quick summary. Mandela effect is when you or a group of people believe that something happened, and everyone that you try to confirm will be like, yeah, this happened. This happened because everyone was so sure they saw on the newspaper that Mandela died in prison. And everyone would be like, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Mandela died in prison. I saw this news. No, someone have this idea that Mandela died in prison, everyone follows suit. In Brazil happened the same thing, but it actually did not interrupt. And people, this is so crazy in Brazil. If you tell someone, I'm gonna give you $1 million right now, is or isn't true that in the episode of the Potato Fusion was interrupted by 9/11, 10 out of 10 Brazilians will lose that $1 million because they'll be like, absolutely. I only remember 9/11 because Dragon Ball was interrupted. But no, it did not happen. It's just because it was closed. Look at this. Was close to the time that Dragon Ball should be airing. And because of that, people believe that the episode was interrupted.
Wow. I really thought I was really. That's really funny.
Actually, they interrupted Bambu Luar, the whole show, Bambu Luar. You remember Bambu Luar? With like Angelica. Okay, you're very lucky. It's terrible. Horrible show. Oh my god. It has Power Rangers, Star Wars, and low budget.
That's people remember Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball was the only thing good at the time. But we might be judged.
Yeah, that's it. This is just my. I could not say something about Toriyama. I could not say something about the whole reason for me being who I am. Like, you guys cannot see my room, but you know those ocean bomb soda cans, Patrick? I don't know if you know, like, each can is a different character from an anime or something. They're really nice, sure. Actually. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of the Dragon Ball characters. I have Goku and the androids on my wall. I had a t-shirt, a very nice t-shirt that my ex didn't return to me. Keep saying it was not in his house, but it very much was. It was a shirt with Mirai trunks, and then you go and then you flip inside out. Inside you have Goku Black. So it's like I could use both designs. So if you go around my room, you see anime everywhere. But it's because of Dragon Ball. It's because of Dragon Ball Z. It's because of Toriyama. And I want to finish this episode just saying that he's gone too soon. He's gone way too soon. I'm gonna miss him. I convinced my friend to actually give a chance to Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna start with Dragon Ball, of course, but she was like, oh my god, Kurama, you so emotional, you talk so good, so much about Dragon Ball in this way that I kind of wanna watch it now with you. Yeah. You wanna say anything, Patrick, to end?
Yeah, and I'd like to remember a moment that I loved about his career. I'm almost sure that was Chrono Trigger, that has an Easter egg. When you get to the room, it's like Toriyama saying to his sons, hey Sasuke, hey, I forgot the name of the daughter, sorry. I'm making games. See how cool the job of your dad is? And now you can say, oh, Naruto's author took Sasuke from Toriyama. Pretty possible, but Sasuke is also a common character. He made an Easter egg to his sons, to his children. be proud of him in the future.
Yeah, he's gonna be missed. Akira Toriyama-sensei is gonna be missed. Gonna make a full minute of silence for him. Don't forget to share this episode. krmcast is available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon Music, all that, all right, for you to share with your friends and enjoy a nice podcast every Friday at 10 a.m. British summertime, and every Saturday, a segment called Voice of Color, 10 a.m. as well, with some queer and brown poetry. And I see you guys in the next episode. Bye.